I'm Jamie Stachowski, the Georgetown Butcher. Look, there's a lot of cuts of beef on a cow, but when you're talking steak, most folks know there's only one that beats all the rest.
My favorite meat? I would say, oh gosh, it is a hard question.
Saturday night, you worked all week, you're ready to let go. And you've worked up quite a hunger. You've gotten all dialed up, all dressed out, reservations made, the wine's picked. What's gonna satisfy your beef craving?
New York strip, porterhouse,
Prime rib.
Maybe T-bone.
I like filet mignon.
I call it the foie gras of beef, filet mignon. Today I'm going to show you what we do with the tenderloin. It's typically, after it's clean, cut into medallions or mignons, seasoned gently, maybe just some coarse salt and cracked black pepper, seared as rare as possible, and maybe sauced with red wine, bordelaise, or a demi-glace, or a tangy béarnaise made from hollandaise. But today I'm going to show you how we treat and prepare the whole tenderloin for our customers at Stachowski's.
I come in a couple times a week. Today I'm getting a sandwich. Yesterday we barbecued. Got a couple of steaks, some turkey burgers. So.
Love fillets. When my wife is out of town, I come over here and I get the finest fillets in the city.
Let me get clean in this, and I'm just going to show you how precious this is. Why? Well, for starters, there's only 2 of these on a cow. What we do here at Stachowski's, the Georgetown Butcher, is we serve cuts of meat to the customers here. We call them chef ready. What that means is it's as if a chef cleaned and cut your portion of beef or meat or whatever cut for you, and it's ready to cook. You don't have to do any trimming, no prep. That's what we mean by chef ready. Once you've got your tenderloin cleaned and shaped, now from here we can get nice even cuts. This is what everybody wants. This is the most highly prized, sought after cut on a steer. The barrel, the center cut barrel of the tenderloin. I'm gonna start just a little above the tail. From here, with the tail, I can do a bunch of different things. Again, I can add it to my stir fry, or maybe make some stroganoff. Or I can make a petite mignon like this.
I often get like a petite filet or something because I don't want to have like a lot of meat.
oh my God. A steak has got to be thick.
After that, I'm gonna get nice even mignons. Typically, I'm gonna go with a nice big 10-ounce cut like this right here. Look at that. That's the King Daddy, the steaks. This is the barrel. What's left? It's not the center cut anymore, it's the chateau. I'm sorry, it's just not as good as the barrel, the center cut or the barrel.
I'm from Brazil, so we like to grill.
Very rare. I like my meat like bloody and
It has to be cooked for 4 minutes on one side on hot coals and 3 to 3.5 minutes on another side.
For me, I want a little extra flavor. And of course, that's gonna come from fat, pork fat. What's our favorite pork fat? Bacon. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take strips of bacon, I'm gonna wrap them around the barrel. Very simple, like this. Some might say this is gilding a lily. I call it building flavor. Just wrap it around those tall fillets. As far as the cooking, broiled, sauteed, grilled, no difference. You want high heat, just get a nice crust. Before I do that, I'm gonna season it with a little cracked pepper. So I'm gonna take a little bit like this, a little bit like that, this bacon, and that cracked black pepper. And this, I'm just gonna cook it right on top of this sprig, just right on top of this sprig of thyme. That way when it's done cooking, I can pull it off. There might be a few leaves encrusted into the top there, but it's gonna impart some wonderful flavor. I got a hot skillet, and you know I like to cook with bacon. There's a little bit of lard there. Let that melt down. I'm just gonna put that down like that. And at first it's gonna pop a second, but then it's just gonna sizzle away. Nice and gentle. The hot pan is gonna sear the flesh, caramelize the outside of the flesh, and just that searing and caramelizing of that flesh is just gonna make it taste wonderful. It's gonna give it a little texture, a little crunchy outside, tender, soft inside. It's gonna be delicious. We'll also tip it on its side and crisp the bacon also. But I'm gonna sear it on all sides and let it finish in the oven. This steak won't take more than 15 minutes and it'll still be rare to medium rare. There you go. You see how that nice, we have a nice crust. See that sizzle right there? That's flavor, baby. That's the sugars and the proteins caramelized. We got a nice little crust. That'll be texture, concentrated flavor. Same thing on the other side, then in the oven. If, like most people, you're not familiar with texture to tell your temperature, use a thermometer. That's one common denominator. Everybody's oven is different. But there's one common denominator, that's the internal temperature. For medium rare, we're looking for 125. Okay, our filet's been in the oven for about 10 minutes. I'm looking for medium rare. Let me go check it. Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is, that's beautiful. So let me put this right here. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it. That's our filet mignon, the king of beef, the prize cut of beef by choice from elite beef eaters. So I'm gonna cut it open, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Filet mignon, as far as beef goes, I don't need to convince you. It doesn't get any better than that.